Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hold your power.
Decided to go into pre-law, then journalism, and with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. You will fail at some point in your life, accept it. You will lose. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. You will embarrass yourself, you will suck at something. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. I didn't quit. I prayed. I prayed. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See
I
this?
know.
How you cannot go
Baby,
here?
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, how is everybody doing? What's going on? You guys, we're coming on here because there's a little girl that's missing right now. We're going to talk about it. We're going to analyze what we see. It's at a campground in New York. And let's get some awareness out there. If you know anybody that's in the New York area, tell them to keep the eyes out. You know, I put a poster on the front so everybody can see what she looks like. She's blonde hair, blue eyes. She's 9 years old. She weighs 90 pounds. Her name is Charlotte. Okay. So you guys, let me tell you what's going on, how it happened, and what they're talking about. I'm not going to get all into the names of this person, that person, because one of the names I can't even pronounce. But anyway, governor said it is every parent's nightmare after a 9-year-old girl disappeared from a popular New York State park on Saturday night. So this actually happened Saturday, family. Saturday. If you're in the New York area, New Jersey area, start looking around, because you never know, somebody might have this little girl. That's what they're thinking. They're thinking this. So keep your prayers out for Charlotte's family. Her name is Charlotte Sensa, Sena, Sena. Charlotte Sena has been missing a little more than 24 hours. A massive effort is ongoing, okay, to locate her. And she's missing near Saratoga Spring. That's the park. So Jenna, or you could say Jenny, because it's a hyphen E, Jenny. She's reaching out for the public to help locate her niece. Now, I haven't heard from the mom. Hold on. We got her mom on here talking too. So it's no tips is insignificant. So if anybody has any information at all, she says she is blonde, adorable, 9-year-old little girl with bangs. She has green eyes. She's just under 5 feet tall, and she is just a sweet and adorable girl. Charlotte's mother told the Times her daughter is a very trusting girl, adding, "I just want my daughter back." We hear that all the time. So please share. It says they have activated an Amber Alert for this young lady. And what is the criteria for Amber Alert? Anybody know? One is the Amber Alert. You got to see like a vehicle or seen a person or something. It's weird because they got an Amber Alert out for this girl. And they've been telling us, I don't know, you got to have somebody seen her being taken or something for Amber Alert, or, you know, I don't know. Somebody Google and find out what was the criteria, because let's look if this criteria works on this. I mean, I'm not tripping. I'm just saying, because they know what she wore. And this might be a reason why when you see that they don't have an Amber Alert, there's something wrong. And when they do have an Amber Alert, that means they're not really. Hey, this is SP.
Hey, this is Margie. I just looked up the following criteria for an Amber Alert.
Okay.
And it said, some Department of Justice recommended criteria. There is reasonable belief by law enforcement that an abduction has occurred.
Okay. That's probably their understanding. Is that it?
The law enforcement agency believes that the child is in immediate danger or seriously bodily injury or death.
Okay.
That's all it says.
That's all it says?
Yes, ma'am.
Then, okay.
This criteria for Amber Alert. That's all it says on that portion.
Okay. Because usually when you know, like the other cases, they said that the kids didn't meet a criteria. So they didn't even go look.
Activation criteria, and that law enforcement must confirm that an abduction has taken place. The child must be at risk of serious injury or death. There must be sufficient descriptive information of child, capture, or captured vehicle to issue an alert, and the child must be under 17 years of age.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Annabelle.
Thank you.
You're welcome tonight.
Bye. So, right in every state is totally different. That's a given. That is a given. But yes, you are right. They issued this Amber Alert for a child abducted that occurred near the lake, state park. And it was in New York around about 6:45 on 9:30. Anyone with any information should call the NYSP at 518-457-6811. We're going to have to put that up. We're going to have to put that number up. So let me put that number. Where could I put this number at? It has a place that I could put this number. Okay, banners. Let me make a banner. So anybody that's watching, they could or they see this girl's face, Okay, we're working on it. It's 518. Where's the number? Okay. And 457. And it's 6811. Like that number. Okay. Stroll across the bottom and flicker at banner. Okay. Well, it didn't do that. Okay, there we go. I just want a big one. I don't know if I want the flicker. Okay. I don't know if I want the flicker. Okay, anyway, we're going to roll that number. That's the number, you guys. If you see this young lady, she's 9 years old, and she's missing. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Tina. Hey, Lisa Taylor. Hey, Nancy. How you guys doing? K and B, Lisa Calhoun, Nancy LaRose, Margie C. She just called in. Danielle, how you doing? Yeah. I know we're a little bit early, but I wanted to come on here because, she's been missing since freaking Saturday night. Was it Saturday night she started missing? On the 30th? Would have been Saturday. Yeah, she's been missing since Saturday, and today is the 2nd. So as a mother, a grandmother, I cannot imagine the pain they are going through. The governor demeanor reflected the high concern, they said. So the governor she's got high concern for this child. So I'm telling you right now, this is what all we're saying about the Amber Alert. So when you see that they're not, putting the Amber Alert out really quick, that means something's wrong with the story. You know what I'm saying? Or is it another reason? I don't know. But I'm saying, hey, Bertha, how you doing? They're saying that this child's being abducted. And you know how I feel about a child being abducted. I don't care what state they in, or what city, or what color, or what. I can't wait to get more information on this, and I'm pretty sure it's going to come. It's going to happen. I know it is. I know it's going to happen because they want this little girl back. That's good. She said, I'm good. Hey, Tina Paz, I see you in the building. Okay. So Charlotte and her family were camping in an area known as Loop A. She had been riding her bike with friends, and then she decided to do one more loop alone. Now, they've been doing this loop throughout the day. That's what I've heard. They did this loop 6, 7 times, 8, 9 times. They just riding the bicycle, her and her friends. And then she's like, hey, I want to do this loop. I want to go around the whole thing by myself. They were done. She wanted to continue to ride, you guys. Charlotte and her friends were camping in an area known as Loop A. She had been riding her bike with friends and decided to do one more loop alone. George Street Views shows the loop is a paved road that passes through a heavy wooded area. So this could have been a homeless person that snatched her. Literally 15 minutes later, she hadn't came back. That's when the nightmare began. State police promptly initiated a search that lasted hours, employing dogs, drones, and boats. Fear was growing that Charlotte was abducted. After that excruciating search, when we couldn't find her, it's quite possible that an abduction had taken place. That's Lieutenant Colonel Richard Mazzone said. Remember that, you guys. The governor said work to pinpoint people who might have encountered Charlotte includes specialized technology. We brought in tech experts to analyze other forms of communication in the park at that time. I really don't want to get into the cameras and the technological aspect of our investigation and search, but I can assure you, as the governor mentioned, we are doing everything we can to reunite Charlotte with her family. They're saying that this little girl didn't run away. They said she didn't fall in the lake. They actually found her bicycle. I don't know why it doesn't say that over here. But anyway, let me keep going. CBS News New York was told the family and other people camping at the park searched for Charlotte for about 30 minutes before they called 911 at 6:47. Okay? Because remember, she came up missing at 6:45. That's when the mom said, oh my goodness. In another report that I read, the mother called immediately, like 2 minutes. And they had parentheses on what the mother did. She called like 2 minutes later. That's what they said. I'm just telling you. So the times is coming out right. 6:45, 6:47. That's 2 minutes, right? So she just turned 9 a month ago. She is a fourth grader who was just elected to be a student council. The governor said state police will spare no efforts to locate her. That's what they're saying. Okay, so the parents, okay, here's another one right here that just came up. Let me see what they say. FBI joined the search for the missing girl. Letting you guys know. This is some of the things that they say. She's 9 years old. She's 4'6". She weighs about 90 pounds. She has blonde hair and she has green eyes. She was last seen wearing an orange tie-dye Pokemon shirt, dark blue pants, black Crocs, and a gray bike helmet. Okay, let's go over that again. She was last seen wearing an orange tie-dye Pokemon shirt, dark blue pants, probably just like either some leggings or some jeans, but dark blue, black Crocs, and a gray bike helmet. Her Aunt Gina pleads for information to find Charlotte. She's adorable. She's a blonde. This first thing she said, she is a blonde. That's first thing that the aunt say. Adorable 9-year-old girl, little girl with bangs. She has green eyes. She's under 5 feet tall, and she is just a sweet, adorable girl. Charlotte and her family lives in Greensfield, New York, which is roughly 12 miles from where she went missing. So Charlotte disappeared Saturday while visiting the park, a popular campground about 190 miles north of New York City. Charlotte and her family were camping in the southeast corner of the park in a campground area known as Loop A. Charlotte had been bike riding with a friend Saturday when she decided to do one more loop on her own. That's when she disappeared. It all happened within 15 minutes. Concerns are growing and that she may be abducted. The park is now closed indefinitely while the search for Charlotte continues. What about Charlotte's family? Okay, let's see what they're going to say. Charlotte was at the campground with her parents, David and Trisha Senna. Okay, so the police said Charlotte's family realized almost immediately that something was wrong when Charlotte didn't return from her bike ride at around 6:15 p.m. So she didn't return from a bike ride around 6:15. Now you got to remember they searched for about 20 to 30 minutes, but everything is pinpointed in the times too. So that's good. Her parents knew immediately something was up. They called her name. They was out in the park. Charlotte. People started searching. People from other campgrounds joined. And 30 minutes later, at 6:47, they say at 6:47, Charlotte's mother, Trisha, called 911. The scene was chaotic. People leaving their food, leaving their tables, just everyone is searching, calling the name Charlotte. State police arrived on the scene by 7 p.m. Okay, she didn't return at 6:15. You know, we'll just start making our notes on this baby. Okay. Let's see here. Charlotte, Charol. Okay. I think I spelled her name wrong, but we got it. Yes, I did. And I just spelled it too. Charlotte. So anyone with information about Charlotte's whereabouts is asked to call 911. Okay. So she didn't return at 6:15 p.m. They search for 30 minutes, and at 6:47, Charlotte mom called 911. That's all we know. Hey, Sanja, who was the friends? They didn't say who was the friends. I'm gathering as much as I can. If anybody got that information, call on in and give it to us. We got the number up there that you need to call New York State Police if you've seen the girl. FBI joined for the search. Let me see, when did they join? I read it earlier, but I don't remember what I said. The park is 45 miles. Oh, they have to go the search in the drones in the sky and the bloodhounds on the ground to score 6,000 acres, trying to determine what happened to Charlotte. Let's see here. Out of view.
Girl from upstate New York vanished during a family camping trip. She may have been abducted, according to police. Charlotte Senna is her name. Last seen on Saturday night at a state park in upstate New York. Her bike was found about 30 minutes after she disappeared. Juliana Bruno with our affiliate in Albany, New York, joins us with an update on the ongoing search. Any new leads at this point? Well, Marnie, we've been here throughout the morning watching crews comb through the woods around the Moreau Lake State Park. We've also spoken with friends and family of Charlotte since yesterday, and they just want to see their little girl return home.
Love your children, first of all. Say a prayer that this resolves itself in a safe manner. But I think we just have to be on guard, ready to do whatever it needs to get done, because every little bit helps, whether you saw something or you think of something, or it just focus on this, because this little girl needs you.
We saw video, we took video rather from around 9:15 this morning where you can see search crew members stepping off into the woods from the perimeter right near the park entrance. More than 100 law enforcement officers, along with drones, helicopters, and crews on the water have been deployed to search for Charlotte. The fourth grader went missing after going for a bike ride. Governor Kathy Hochul was here yesterday detailing the lengths the state will go to find Charlotte. She said Charlotte went for a ride with friends and then wanted to take one more loop around by herself on her bike. And when she did not return about 15 minutes later, her parents knew something was up. She was last seen at 6:15 Saturday evening, and at about 6:45, her bike was found in one of the park loops. Again, Charlotte's family just wants to see their little girl again. They're pleading with the public for any information or help. Marnie. Right, and to that point, Juliana, many people are going to see this in the New York area and surrounding communities and wonder how they can help. What are authorities saying people can do? Well, of course, you can save her photo to your phone, memorize some of the descriptors about her. She has green eyes, blonde hair. She was last seen wearing a tie-dye Pokemon t-shirt along with black Crocs and a gray bike helmet. It's important to keep those details out there on social media, on TV, and elsewhere, but they are urging people not to clog the area around the park and to leave the searching to the professionals. They have crews out here by the dozens. We've seen busloads come of search and rescue crews throughout the morning, so the effort is definitely active. Again, that Amber Alert for Charlotte still active, and of course, everyone would love to see her found safe and returned home, but that involves cooperation from the public in respect of the privacy of this area and the search that's underway. Reporting live in Gansford, Juliana Bruno. Back to you, Marnie. Juliana, I have just a couple more questions while I've got you there, since you're on the scene and talking to investigators. One being, they found her bike, correct, after she went missing. Have they indicated they found any other evidence that led them to believe that she had been abducted? We have not received any additional details beyond that, beyond them finding her bicycle but not finding her. They have created a new staging area for media, so as soon as we hear more updates or hear that investigators are ready to share more details with us, we will be there and be passing that along to News Nation and to all of our affiliates throughout the country. And also, you know, in a lot of these state parks, there are trail cameras. Do those exist in that area, and what types of technology do you see that they're trying to use to search?
Yeah.
It's unclear at this time, Marnie, but it seems that no method is going unused right now. We've seen agencies from state park police to local fire departments and police departments coming out here. As Governor Kathy Hochul said, no stone will be left unturned in the search for 9-year-old Charlotte. Everyone wants to see a positive outcome to this. Again, asking for the public's cooperation at this time to respect the search going on in the area and keep sharing her photo, her name, and those details with this active Amber Alert still continuing. Yeah, just incredibly urgent. We know that the first couple of days in a search like this are critically important. Her name, again, Charlotte Sena, 9 years old, upstate New York. Juliana Bruno, thank you for the update. We'll continue to check in with you folks, and please send our best to her family. This is a hard time for all those involved. Thank you for watching.
Okay. So, like I said, those are the details of this case, you guys. Why would they allow her to ride again around by herself? I don't know. I know. It's really sad, because here's the thing. When she asked the question about cameras, see, people think that you're going to notice a camera. And I'm just being honest with you. You think that you're going to notice these cameras. I told you guys one thing, and even though that you might be in a park and it's wooded or whatever, they still have cameras, but they're not going to tell you they still have cameras, but they do. Right here in my own state, I can go by this highway. Every time I go by this highway, it looks like an owl or bird is sitting on top of the lamppost thing. And it's been there for years and years and years. And my friend told me, no, that's camera. And I mean, it's been there for years. It ain't. And I mean, you see it in the wintertime, you see it in the summertime. And I think I even showed you guys. I said, look at this. The next time we come, that same bird going to be there. And y'all looked at it and said, oh, okay. And then when we came by 2 weeks later, I said, okay, we're finna go by that same road on the highway. I'm going to show you the same bird still sitting right there on the lamppost thing. And it looks like a bird. It looks like an owl. And you know what? Camera was still right there. That's camera. We got them all over. But, you know, this is the air capital too. We live in the air capital. And one reason that's why I say don't come here doing any negative stuff. Because, see, if Kansas gets shut down, y'all in the world of trouble. The whole world in the world of trouble. Right here is where we build all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We build all that defense stuff and all the planes and all that. We build that here. So we don't want somebody coming doing damage here. You can go do damage here other places like New York and all them other towns, but do not come to Kansas doing some damage, because if you think you're going to come and get out of here, you will not. This is red state. What I mean by that is I guarantee you they'll lock down the highways and lock down the planes. You will not be going nowhere. You'll be in somebody's basement. Anyway, let's get back on to what we're talking about. So it says out of view, the state police have many technology tools at their disposal. What can they possibly use unless they do have cameras in the park? Kopi is a public safety expert who spent more than 2 decades with the New York State Police. Charlotte, update what we know. They'll be using license plate readers, reviewing cell phone records. What? So they reviewing cell phone records, data from cell phone towers in the area. So there'll be a 2-pronged approach to conducting this investigation. Okay, so hold on. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Miss Didi's in the building. So they're using license plate readers. So if you even went to the park, they're going to come and question you. Then they're going to use cell phone records. Whose cell phone records are they going to? Because you just can't get anybody's. That's against the law. You just can't get anybody's cell phone records. Okay? So check this out. Mama's cell phone records, daddy's cell phone records, the friend's cell phone records. Okay? And they said data from the cell phone towers. So now they're not only going to the cell phone records, they're going to the tower. Keep in mind. And they're going to find out what all cell phones pinged at that tower. Y'all gonna really see some. They're not gonna let you know all this stuff, but you're gonna see some real investigating. Now, you ain't really never seen no real investigating, but this little girl is missing. And I'm going to tell you something. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, y'all. Don't get mad at me for saying it, but it ain't nothing wrong with it. What I mean is, it is what it is. You know, when I was in the hospital dying, I didn't have no insurance. They put $2 million on the table for me to live. And the reason why they said they let me live, I was one of them. And I said, one of y'all? What you mean? Because I'm looking at our color. We ain't the same color. I was like, what you mean? They said, because you're one of us. That means I was in the medical field. Okay? So we all get perks, some kind of shape, form, or fashion, or color. We get some perks. May not be the best perks, but we get them. That's why they keep saying blonde. Because that is the number one color of hair that the United States see as favorable. So, that's why they really do believe. That's one reason why they really do believe that this girl is taken. I mean, her eyes is green, but I mean, hey, green, blue, whatever, whatever. That's what it goes. That's how it happens. So I don't see them looking at the family at all on this. I just don't. But with them reviewing them cell phone records, okay, they're not questioning it. I'm just letting you know. They're just not. Because she's not 2, 5. She's old enough not to get in the water. Now, kids do get in the water, and she might turn up in the water. But that would have been done happen. I'm just letting you guys know that would have been done happen. That happened Saturday. It's now freaking Monday. It doesn't take that long for a person that drowned to start floating. I just want to see something. How long does it take for a person that drowned to float up?
According to Healthline, if a person is submerged after breathing in water for 4 to 6 minutes without resuscitation, it will result in brain damage and eventually death by drowning.
It has been reported that it only takes 20 seconds for a child to drown. Okay. I don't want to know about how to drown. This is what I want to know right here. How long does it take for a person that drowned to surface?
According to The Guardian, in warm, shallow water, decomposition works quickly, surfacing a corpse within 2 or 3 days.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh God. Okay. Well. Okay, we don't want to think the worst, but I don't like surprises. So if a person drowns, it takes 2 to 3 days for that person to come back up. So the Sense family was enjoying weekend getaway. They set up a campsite in an area known as Loop A. Charlotte went biking with friends before doing one more loop on her own. That's when she disappeared. Google Street View shows the loop is a paved road that passes through a heavy wooded area. At approximately 6:45, Charlotte bike was located in the Loop A, and at 6:47, Charlotte mom, Trish, called 911 to report the child missing. We don't know nothing about the mama, the daddy, the nothing. It's been agony since then for parents, Dave and Trish. Family friends, Patrick Kane spoke with our Avenue. I cannot imagine the agony they're going through. Cannot imagine it, Kane said. He and his wife, I'm sure, are just... Well, here's the thing. She was riding a bicycle with her friends, y'all. With her friends. It says, in an investigator focused on likely abduction, investigators' protocol would include looking at registered sex offenders. So they're starting to look at sex offenders. Fewer than 1% of missing children are abducted by strangers. There's real fear Charlotte may be in that category. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's what's scaring me. If she was riding a bicycle with her friends, and then all of a sudden she just come up missing, it took 15 minutes, she come up missing. Because she could have seen something in the water and went to the water to get something out the water and fell in the water. State police are promising to spare no efforts. Divers call off search. Oh, there's somebody else. So divers search in California for men missing from Galen. Oh, this is just terrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah. I don't think I see anything. Well, I wasn't looking for it, but let me see what all I could see. Okay. Something drew her to go back. Question is, did their friends see her talking to anyone? Hey, this is SP. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, woke the guy. What's going on?
Okay, so I've been watching this most of the day, and I think that the state police, I'm a little concerned. One, because it took them 16 hours to get that Amber Alert out.
Okay.
And it shouldn't have
Okay.
taken that long.
Mm-hmm.
And two, because there was a gentleman that was from that area. He grew up in that town, and he went back there on Sunday and was showing that there is a back way in and out of that park.
Mm-hmm.
And there were no state police there at the back entrance.
Mm.
And so if whoever abducted her or taken her or whatever, if they were familiar with that area and they knew how to go the back entrance like the locals do,
Yeah.
they could have gotten a good distance by now. Because they just started allowing the searchers in today.
What do you mean the searchers? I thought they've been searching from since 15 minutes after she didn't come home.
They have, but initially it was only the state police searching.
Uh-huh.
And they weren't allowing anybody else in or out of the park.
Oh my goodness. I hope this baby gets home. I believe, I mean, I know we're gonna need more information, but still yet, I believe that something's happened to this girl.
Yeah. Just a couple of things I find kind of suspicious. But one is just that out of the clear blue, she would decide that she wants to ride around the circle by herself.
Well, the family only lives like 15 minutes away, and that's kind of weird. This must be a place they go to all the time.
They were camping.
Yeah. But this is a place they go to all the time.
Right.
So she felt comfortable with it. It's kind of like if you go to this is a park, but it's more like a one of those places that you can't. It's a campground,
Right.
so it's not like your everyday just regular park. It's got the legs, it got wooded area, and so she's familiar with that. So she could get lost though. It's 6,000 miles. I mean, there's 6,000 acres. She could be lost. You know?
What made you get off your bike?
Yeah. Hmm.
So I did send you the information about her parents that's been released anyway.
Oh, you did? You sent me some. Well, just tell me what it is.
It's nothing big. It's just normal working people.
Oh,
From that area.
Is nothing big?
No, nothing suspicious about them has been released.
Oh. Well, I'm nosy. I want to know.
Right.
Hey, Gail done showed up. Hey, Gail, what's going on? So it says October the 1st press conference. They had a press conference yesterday, right?
Right.
On Sunday?
Well, the governor, I think it was the governor came down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so right here it says discovered at 6:45, a half hour after she went missing. So all the time is lining up like 6:50. Usually you have some discrepancy of the times.
Some gaps, yeah.
It'd be like
they did everything very quickly.
But the times is right. It's like, so I'm writing down this stuff. So I'm going back and I'm seeing if anybody covers the time any differently, and it's not. And it says that there is a massive search effort to find the child. So it was a massive search effort. But it doesn't say who's searching. Okay, so the parents, David and Trish, who spoke at the press conference, according to the New York governor, there's massive search effort to find the child who was at the campground with their parents, Father David and Mother Trish, according to New York Governor Kathy, who spoke at the press conference. So the family ain't spoke. The family ain't spoke. I mean, if you thought somebody took your child, I don't know. I'm just saying. If I thought somebody took my child, I would speak. I would beg for them to, hey, you couldn't get, I couldn't just go somewhere and sit down. I would just, if you're saying that she's adopted, I would speak and say, just let her go. And it won't take me a day, 2 days to say that.
Right.
Because I lost my son at one time. But, and I was distraught and everything, and I was like confused or anything. But I would have talked to the devil himself, girl. I'm just saying.
Of course, because that's your child.
And I didn't have, and I, back then, I was young. I was a young parent. I still was in the streets a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, I had some dirt in my closet. The people that I hanged around, things I did and stuff. Girl, I didn't have no shame to my game. Crying, go on in the house. You're going to find this. You're going to find stuff like that. You're going to find that stuff. You're going to find it. But, I wanted anybody to help. And I wanted anybody to help. Like, I would have been on the news begging, crying. I don't know. I'm just, but they do tell him.
My biggest concern was the gentleman showing us that there's a back way into this particular park.
Yeah.
And there was no police coverage. Because apparently state police were initially very confident because you can't go in and out this park without showing your ID, without seeing a ranger.
Oh, okay. So they thought that.
But they did not think about that the locals have, thinking people that live there that are used to being around here, they pick it out a back way.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you homeless or you just walk around a lot, you like to jog or whatever, you get little quick areas, little cut throughs and stuff to get where you gotta go. It's kind of we always, and that's a terrible thing. We always we always looking at the family. We just do. But for some reason, I believe that this baby is probably in that water. Yeah. Yep. Because little girls do stuff, We play. I mean, she's 9 years old, so she's still at the age where, play with mud and teacups and, bicycle stuff and,
I just don't like the fact that this is what was initially said. She said, apparently the little girl said, I want to ride around the thing one time by myself like a big girl.
Oh, that's what she said.
Yeah. And nobody stayed. Everybody left and let her do that. Which, by saying that, that's telling me that that's probably something she's never done before.
So was her shoes found? Because Keeping It Real says she's in the water, but her Crocs was found. Her shoes was found?
Oh, I didn't know anything about that. If they found her shoes, that must have been something that... Because I haven't seen that posted, so that must be something that just happened.
Somebody called while we were on the phone. I don't know who it was, but I know it's,
Oh, well, I'll get off so someone else can call.
But that's what Keeping It Real said. Yeah, I don't know what they wanted to say. They wanted to say something. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm going to get off.
That's some...
In the chat.
Okay, thank you, Zan. I got you. You know what? I found that. You remember that piece of paper that I lost with everybody's name on it and stuff? I found it, so I got everybody down.
Okay.
All righty.
All right.
She says, whoever called in a minute ago and I didn't answer, I hate to call your phone. And you'd be like, I'm calling the phone because I want to know who called, because they sure called. They had something on their mind. So I'm calling. And I ain't got this number saved, so I don't know who it was. Hey, this is SP.
Hey, SP, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Who this?
It's Wayne.
Oh, Wayne.
I was trying to catch you on the show.
All right, what's going on, Wayne?
I was just saying, up here in our campgrounds, a lot of people living out there in the woods, homeless and bad people.
Yeah.
Somebody might have got that girl.
You think somebody got her?
I do.
But
there's so many bad people out there.
It is a lot of bad people. You're right.
You gotta watch your kids or let them go on fairs.
But
we have family reunions every couple of years down here at the campground. But our kids always cousins, they always get together.
But this happened around like 6 o'clock, 6:15. She didn't make it back. That's still daylight.
People don't care anymore.
I don't know. Daylight is still daylight. Criminals still do crime in the dark. They still do a lot of crime. I mean, they normally don't do a lot of that in the daytime. I'm just saying.
Somebody grabs a your kids so young, they just think the kids being bad or something.
I don't know. You're in a park. Listen, you're in a park and some girl riding a bicycle, so you got to get her off the bicycle, or she done got off the bicycle, and then you got to grab her without her screaming, hollering, or whatever. And then what? There's no struggle. They don't see no footprint or no struggle or anything.
That's true too. And she could have been far away. Her parents would have heard her. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Somebody would have heard her.
But
if she was screaming.
Keeping It Real says that they found one of her shoes. You hear me? You hear me, Wade? I think we lost her, y'all. All right, you guys. Okay. Anywho's, yeah, it's all good. We're going to follow this case. There's nothing else we can talk about on here. And, follow this case. We're going to look at it. We're going to figure it out. And, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But to be honest with you, I can go to these other things and hey, this is SP.
SP?
Yeah.
Isn't they found her bicycle and one of her shoes?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was saying. One of the family members named Keeping It Real came in here and she said that they found her shoe. Now, I knew they found their bicycle. They found her bicycle, right? That's before Mama called. They found the bicycle.
And then they found her shoe?
Yeah, Keeping It Real said they found her shoe. They found one shoe.
Well, it sounds like this shoe is kidnapped then.
Huh?
That sounds like she was taken. They found her shoe. And then they found her bicycle.
They found one shoe.
I know. It said.
That's why.
It sounds like somebody took her.
So I know people doing research because my phone is blowing up. It is blowing up. They said.
And I'm like, why are these people? How if it was my child that small? I'd be on CNN.
Is joining the search for a
My child is missing. She's gone.
Yeah.
Everybody come help me.
Yeah.
Why do these parents not do that?
I don't get that part. I really just don't. That's why, some people get mad at me. They be like, "Oh, why you want to always deal with the family? You want to talk?" That's your first thought is, you start in the you just like in the home. If a child come up missing, you don't go look outside. You start in the house. It's just that's the first thing you do. You go in and you go out. You don't go out then come in because the child is closer to you, to the people, or closer to something she's familiar. Nobody didn't hear this young lady scream, holler, because she got in that water. I just believe she's in the water. But with one shoe come up missing, that's kind of scary. But I believe that she's probably in that water.
Really?
I don't know.
Well, why would they find her shoe there? She's in the water. Her shoe would have took her shoes off before she got to the pool.
I haven't heard anything about a shoe. Margie haven't heard anything about a shoe. Nobody, only person said they heard something about a shoe is Keeping It Real. Keeping It Real. Send me the information about the shoe so we can read it. We got to confirm this shoe now. Keeping It Real said they found a shoe. So I'm telling, hey, if somebody come in here and say this about something that this is brand new, we put it out there. We do want confirmation. But she said they found a shoe, and so we're going to take it as a grain of salt. We're going to take what she said. I haven't heard that. I've been looking. I haven't found anything.
I just got on there at work and started looking it up. I didn't see nothing about a shoe either.
Okay. So FBI joins the search. Let's see. They say FBI joins the search for missing 9-year-old girl 4 hours ago. Hold on. It's 1 minute. Hold on.
Girl who vanished from a New York State park while riding a bicycle. Fears are growing that Charlotte Shenette was abducted and is in danger. CBS News' TeNika has the very latest on the search.
The family of Charlotte Shenette, desperate for developments and praying for good news. Laurel Lake State Park near Saratoga Springs is closed to the public as searchers fan out through its 6,250 acres. This is a park map showing Loop A where Charlotte was camping with her family. Saturday evening she went biking with friends, then decided to do one more loop alone. Google Street View shows the loop is a paved road that passes through a heavily wooded area. Family and friends began searching when Charlotte didn't return after 15 minutes.
At approximately 6:45 p.m., Charlotte's bike was located in Loop A, and at 6:47 p.m., Charlotte's mom, Tricia, called 911 to report the child missing.
Sources confirm state police believe it is likely Charlotte was abducted.
We are leaving no stone, no branch, no table, no cabin unturned, untouched, unexamined in our search to find Charlotte.
State police are using drones
it yet.
and other technology in the search
No.
of the park while casting a wide
They
net
didn't say nothing.
tracing smartphones that were pinging cell towers in the area, gathering surveillance video, and checking license plate readers. Less than 1% of missing children in this country are abducted by strangers. There is real fear Charlotte may be in that category. Tony Aiello, CBS 2 News.
Keep it here on CBS 2 for continuing.
Okay, well, she sent me that, and she made it sound like, oh, it was going to tell us about the shoe. It didn't say nothing. She said, hang on, I'm trying to get it for you. All right, we're going to hang on a minute. Because that didn't say, I know you can't hear it. I know you can't hear it on the phone, but you can hear it on the TV if you know. But it didn't say, it was a 1 minute. It was 4 hours ago. The FBI put that little out there. It said the same thing that we're looking to see. But she said something about a shoe. Okay, let me Google it and see. Let me Google it.
Was the bicycle beside the pool?
No. What are you talking about, the pool?
They said they found her bicycle. Was it by a pool?
It was well, they didn't say where the bicycle was at, but probably was on the dirt road. Or it could have been in the woods.
Nah, because where the kids ride at when you're in the park, you're in a campground. It's a campground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's around where the RVs and the tents are. It's not in the woods. Kids wouldn't go ride the bikes in the woods. Kids ride around where the pools are and the slides and swings and all that stuff's at. Pavilions. They don't ride in the woods.
They believe she has been abducted. They do believe that.
I do too. I know the campgrounds.
2 hours ago, the family of Charlotte, who went missing Saturday, is asking the public for help. So,
If she was riding around the campground with her friends and then she was going to take one more spin around, she's around where all all the RVs and tents and all the people are at, where the games are at, so people would see her.
Right.
And they found her bike, and she ain't with it, and she's either in a pool where there would be people at, or somebody done nabbed her. And there's all kinds of people living out there in the woods.
This is what it says. It says, once they found her bike during that search, they realized she's not on it. She hasn't gone too far. She didn't get lost. Something is really wrong, Miller said. We just want her returned safely. We just want her returned safely, like any parent would. No tip is too small. Please call if you know anything at all. Reads a statement from Charlotte's family. That's the statement that they made. Once they found her bike during the search, they realized she's not on it.
That don't make no sense. She's not on the bike.
Yeah, I mean, if you find the bike, then surely she's not on it because you have the bike and you don't have Charlotte. So what kind of...
if she's not on the bike, then she must be in one of the game rooms. If she's in one of the game rooms, then somebody got her. That's why we always make the kids stay together if they do go riding bikes, go to the game room or something like that. You never ever let them part. And when they do go in the pool, like my grandson, we make them swim they get mad at us, we make them swim 3 laps all the way to the deep end and back before we even let them get in the damn pool.
Okay, so she's probably abducted because check this out. They're saying, listen to this. They're saying they're using just about every resource you can think of: helicopters, terminal imaging, license plate readers, videos, to the extent that is available in that park, Miller said. But they have some of that technology in the area, but it's not like had this happen in Albany or New York City. More than 100 people are searching for the girl, including aviation. So that's in the sky, and underwater rescue teams, bloodhounds, drones, and technology experts. I'm gonna tell you something about a bloodhound because we're trying to raise our own, and he's doing good. He's doing good, but I mean, he can do better, but he's doing good. That dogs can't, at one time, dogs couldn't really search water, but the lady that kind of helps me with Diesel, she says they do have dogs that can search water now.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. She said, yeah, we got rescue dogs that can search in water.
My coworker has 3 dogs that are sniffers. They call them sniffers.
And so I don't know if they got that kind of dog out there, but with them going under the water, that's not telling me they're 100% sure that this girl's been abducted.
And people stay out there in those woods, especially the bad people. They stay out there just so they can get people. And she looked blonde-headed girl.
Yep. They say Charlotte is the niece of a member of the Shenette Fire Department, which is also helping. So her aunt is a member of the fire department. So we are leaving no stone, no branch, no table, no cabin unturned, untouched, unexamined in our search to find Charlotte. If you know anything, if you've seen anything, if you hear anything, please contact 911. Oh my goodness.
We're going to start looking in those woods for tents and stuff that nobody's in anymore. The person.
Yeah.
People are so bad. Man, I can't stand it. All right, let me get over here because I just got to my house.
Alrighty.
I walk in, dogs are going to start barking.
All right.
All right, Mom. Talk to you later.
Alrighty.
All right,
Bye-bye. Okay, you guys. Parents of Charlotte is distraught after 9-year-old Charlotte are distraught after the fourth grader vanished at a campsite in upstate New York. Yeah. Our hearts are going out. So the Catherine Central School District, where Charlotte attends fourth grade, has issued a statement after the 9-year-old disappeared while on the campground. Okay, so they issued a statement. So the school issued a statement. Let's see what the school says, y'all. I just want to know. I just want to know. Oh wow, they want me to pay for it. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's doing some stuff. It ain't doing what I want it to do. It didn't go back to okay. Let me try to do it again. Okay, here we go. The little girl was reported missing after the group found her bike abandoned with no sign of Charlotte nearby. Last evening, she went out on a bike ride. It wasn't dark, right around dinner time, and did a couple of loops with close friends she considers her cousins, New York Governor Kathy said Sunday afternoon. And then she decided after going around True Bay, she said she just wanted to go around one more time by herself, be that big girl, do it by herself. Literally 15 minutes later, she hadn't come back yet, the governor said, and that's really when the nightmare began. Police have warned that it is quite possible that the 9-year-old has been abducted. So the key points are Amber Alert issue for missing 9-year-old, quiet, possibly missing 9-year-old abducted from New York campground, parents of Charlotte distraught after 9-year-old vanishes, missing Charlotte could be in intimate danger or serious harm or death, and then public urge to leave searching to the professionals. Okay. So 9 minutes ago, a GoFundMe page raises $5,000 for search efforts. The family of missing Charlotte has created a GoFundMe account to raise funds for search efforts. Okay. The family of missing Charlotte Sensa has created a GoFundMe account to raise funds for search efforts. Okay. Charlotte went missing on 9/30 in upstate New York. Please donate to help the family during this difficult time. Charlotte's aunt, Janae, wrote in the page description. More than $5,000 has been raised as of Monday evening. Charlotte mother pleads for information on missing 9-year-old. Family member of missing Charlotte has issued desperate pleas for her safe return more than 36 hours after the 9-year-old vanished from the state park. Charlotte was last seen on the campground trip with her parents and other family members. She had been riding her bike with other children when she decided to go for one last ride by herself. Charlotte mother pleads for information. Trish describes her missing daughter as a good and trusting kid. On a picture-perfect fall day, Here in upstate New York, Charlotte's family and friends gathered for a weekend of friendship and food. So their friends went with them. So there's other family members at this gathering and food and enjoy one of the last few days of good weather so the kids could have a chance to be in nature, have a chance to be kids. They were here to make memories, the kind that lasts a lifetime, but instead the day turned into every parent's nightmare. So the district has mobilized its Christ team, which has trained and protocol to follow for such situations. Our staff will be ready to respond to students' concerns and questions. We will also have extra counselors on site for any students or staff who should need their support. The district maintains its focus on the safety and the well-being of our students and staff. Our hearts go out. The little girl was reported missing by her parents minutes after the group found her bike abandoned with no sign. The police have warned that it is quite possible the Bureau of Criminal Investigations has also been conducting interviews with those in the park and around the region, police said. The officials described the 9-year-old as a white female with long blonde hair, standing approximately 4 feet tall, weighing about 90 pounds. She was last seen wearing an orange Charlotte is described as joyful child who was recently elected. Everybody thought of her as just a really nice girl, the kind everyone wanted to be friends with, the kind that looked out for other children, the pride of every parent. Hearts are broken here today in New York. Why did police wait to send an Amber Alert? This is something else that they're saying. Okay, so it says an Amber Alert was not sent out until Sunday morning. In order to meet the criteria for an Amber Alert activation, the child must be under 18 and evidence surrounding the disappearance must suggest that they are in danger. Police have since said that Charlotte may have been abducted and is in immediate danger of serious harm and death. Charlotte is 4 feet 6 inches. She was last seen wearing pink tie-dye. The aunt of missing 9-year-old Charlotte has appealed to the public for information surrounding the suspected abduction of her niece. In a video posted to TikTok, let me write her name down. There isn't any information that we can tell in this time, but if you can keep sharing her photo and praying, really, that is really the best that our family can ask at this time. If you know anything at all, please contact the New York State Police. If you know anything if you know anyone that lives around the area, any information would help. Okay. I'm going to go back one. Okay. So the FBI joined the search for missing 9-year-old. The governor said teams from New York State Police, New York State Parks Police, Forest Rangers, UAS and URTs. Mother speaks out. They said the mother speaks out. Last evening, the little girl was reported the bike was abandoned with no sign. Okay, everybody's got the same. Literally 15 minutes. She hadn't come back yet, the governor said, and that's really when the nightmare began. "17 minutes ago. 17 minutes ago. That's when the GoFundMe page came up. Okay. 21 minutes ago, Charlotte mother pleads for information on missing 9-year-old. Family members of Mrs. Charlotte has issued desperate pleas for her safety return more than 36 hours after the 9-year-old vanished from a state park. Charlotte was last seen. Okay. 1 hour ago, parents of Charlotte distraught. Okay. Okay, so also after ad, you have to switch from top comments of all comments to see the live stream. What's going on? They are searching the water. We read somewhere that they got divers. I'm looking for anything else that we miss because every day there's probably. They said, okay, so why did police wait to send out the Amber Alert 911 at around 6:15 on Saturday after little girl failed to return campsite after going on a bike loop? An Amber Alert was not sent out until Sunday morning, New York State Police said during a press conference on Sunday that authorities waited to send the Amber because they first needed to exhaust all search efforts within the park. In order to meet the criteria for the Amber Alert activation, the child must be, that's why. Okay, she was last wearing on. Okay, so it keeps going around saying the same thing, but I was making sure we didn't miss anything, you guys. Let me see. I don't think we missed anything. So, family of the missing child released new videos of her as desperate new videos of her as desperate search for 9-year-old snatched from campground continues. They say her bicycle was found, but there has seen been no sign of the girl. There's still not. I've not heard nothing about no shoe, you guys. Nothing about a shoe. Searchers hope the new family videos might jog people's memories as the hunt enters a third day. The family are missing videos of their daughter 2 days after she was abducted while cycling. The little girl was snatched on Saturday evening in a narrow 15-minute window after venturing off alone for a bike ride while on a 2-night camping trip with her family. So it's supposed to have been a 2-night camping. An Amber Alert was okay. Her desperate family host at the video. My job. The first shows. Okay, so the first shows her strapped into the family's car, telling a joke to cameras, while the second shows her sitting cross-legged on a living room floor, happily opening what appears to be a present. Okay. Oh my goodness, they got every picture. She had been playing with friends throughout the day, but decided to cycle alone. It should have only taken a few minutes to complete the small loop at 6:30. So this girl was taking, if it only take a couple of minutes to ride that loop, it wasn't a big loop. If it only took 2 minutes, she left at 6:30 and she didn't come back at 6:15. So it only take 2 minutes to do the loop. So she was only gone 13 minutes before, they realized 13 minutes is not a long time to get. 13 minutes is a lot. 13 minutes is a lot. That's a long 13 minutes. But for somebody to snatch you that close to the family and you got other friends, then maybe your friend took your kid. Okay, so there is a frantic search underway. There are 158 camping sites in the park. The FBI is now assisting in the search, but no law enforcement gave no updates. At this time, as our efforts remain focused, we are investigating any and all possibilities that may have led to Charlotte going missing. While campers might reserve a spot and provide their contact details, the park is easily accessed during the day by anyone who isn't camping. There is no official record of who was visiting on Saturday aside from those camping. So, who knew who was coming in and going out? There's no way they're saying you can just go through. You couldn't just, you know what I'm saying? It was just, police are also refusing to disclose how many people were in the park at the time and whether or not they interviewed everyone who was asked to leave the park on Sunday once the Amber Alert had been issued. Amber and her family were part of a larger group of family and friends. Why they say Amber and her family? Some ain't right about this. Daily Mail be doing too much. They done called the girl Amber. Amber and her family were part of a larger group of families and friends. In the park alone, someone had to have seen something. It was crowded, dinner time, a busy campsite, a 75-degree weekend day. I find it very hard to believe that someone didn't notice something, Charlotte's aunt Jenna said during an interview on YouTube. The aunt done did an interview on YouTube with Duty Ron. I'm just going to tell y'all. She has since launched a GoFundMe account. Oh, shoot. Something. See, people be doing too much. Oh, I see her now. I see her. Oh, it's a really nice looking family. So right here, she's playing with a little fire. Oh, and we've got a picture of her Pokemon shirt and her tie-dye. Oh, it's a perfect family, too. It's weird because the whole family got dark hair, but she got blonde hair. And there's 3 girls. They got 3 kids, and they all girls. The father got dark hair and the mother got dark hair, but she's got blonde hair. Wow, she's 8, 9. She's 9. And they got a picture that says, Find Charlotte. Oh, they're going to give us 16 more pictures. Let me look. Okay. Oh, she got really blonde hair. Wow. She wasn't born with blonde hair. But she got blonde hair. Highlights on top of that. 8 years old. Oh, me, oh, my. Well, well, well. Let me see. She's saying something. It says, watch full video. Let's see. So the family released this video. Oh, doggone it. Yeah, I'm trying to get off of here, but when I get, see, this is how I be studying. When I find something I'm really interested in, I stay on it. I do. I don't hear what she's saying. But every picture, this little girl got blonde hair.
Where's Daddy? William Tyrrell would have turned 4 by now.
I just need him to be asleep.
That's a family desperate search for William. I'm looking for all the pictures. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay, you guys, that's all the information we got. We get some more information. Y'all send it and we'll. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. No description of a suspect or vehicle has yet been given. In a TikTok video last night, Jenny in a TikTok, she said there isn't any information that we can tell at this time. But if you keep sharing her photo and praying, she's pretty much maybe a social butterfly, and she knows it to get out there, but it's just kind of weird to me. She and her husband David have 3 daughters. The family lives nearby in a $200,000 3-bedroom home. Okay, so now we know something about the family. Trish works for, so here's some information right here, you guys. So Trish, the mom, works for Stewart Shops, a grocery store chain. The family was meant to stay at the state park for a second night on Saturday when Charlotte vanished. Now the park is closed. This family is hurting. You can't imagine what the last 36 hours has been like for them. It's devastating. Kane runs a remodeling business and said he had worked with Charlotte's father, Dave, in the past. The school where Charlotte is in the 4th grade issued a statement on Saturday after her disappearance. The Center family has a full support of the entire Catherine district and community. The district has mobilized its crisis team, which has trained in protocol to follow for such situations. Our staff will be ready to respond to students' concerns and questions. We will also have extra counselors on site for any of that. We talked about that. The district maintains its focus on the safety and the well-being of our students and staff. Our hearts go out to the sense of family. And that's it. Wow. Okay. She said another ad. Wait. Just watch the ad, you guys. Oh my goodness. Are they putting ads in? Good. Because before they wasn't. That's all we have. This is my last thing that I'm going to read to you guys because it was 1 hour and I'm trying to stay on it. The aunt of 9-year-old girl has been abducted Saturday, said her niece disappeared into thin air in a matter of minutes. Jenna, who spoke to NBC News on Monday, said Charlotte was not alone for long when she disappeared. What? Charlotte was not alone for long when she disappeared. The child vanished while riding her bicycle Saturday. She disappeared almost into thin air. I mean, it was minutes between when she was last seen and when she wasn't there anymore. Charlotte was camping with her family. 6:15, the child was biking around the loop, and family friends said she wanted to do one more loop by herself. And it's a 2-minute loop. We've been having AdSense. This is nothing new. It's nothing new, you guys. I think they're making changes, though. Because people are leaving and they're like going other places. Okay. Her parents and other campers launched a search when she didn't return in 15 minutes. The girl's bicycle was found on the loop. On the loop. So the girl's bicycle was found on the loop. Somebody asked that question. We got it right there. An Amber Alert was activated shortly after 9:30 a.m. on Sunday. Okay, so since also, like Charlotte's aunt described the girl as quick, quirky, and sweet child who is often exploring outside or looking for bugs. Senna also told her niece to remain strong. Hang in there, girl. You are tough. You are tough. And I know whatever you are, and I know that wherever you are getting through this. She said, I don't doubt that she would figure out a way to escape if she were being held. I don't doubt that she would figure out a way to somehow call for help. Since pleaded with any captors to free her niece. Please let her come home, she said. Let her come home because this is heart wrenching. This is gut wrenching. Okay. I'm going to get off of here, you guys. Okay. There's a little update here. So let me see what the update is. Intense search, Amber Alert. The FBI has joined. Kathy, here's look at some of what we know. Okay. She was last seen wearing, okay. She is blonde. Adorable 9-year-old little girl with bangs. She has green eyes, 5 feet. This thing is all over the place. Okay, so a team led by New York State Department Environmental Conservation Forest Rangers is searching for Charlotte. They say the search area encompasses more than 46 miles. 46 miles? So they searching 46 miles for this girl. A child can't even walk 5 miles, but they done went 46 miles to look for her. And more than 400 certified search and rescue personnel from law enforcement, volunteer, fire department, and private search and rescue groups. Search and rescue trained personnel who are interested in joining the search can email rangeradec.ny.gov. State police are asking anyone who visit that park Saturday to contact them by email. When a child disappears, members of the community often have information they do not realize is valuable. This information is crucial in establishing a timeline of what happened. State police said in a statement, anyone with information about Charlotte's whereabouts is asked to call 911. Charlotte is a bright and adventurous girl who loves to be outside. Charlotte has a huge heart and wants to create a club at her school for kids who don't have friends. She always put others first. Please know that we continue to work around the clock to bring Charlotte home. She got the right name too, Charlotte. There was a book when I grew up named, it was Charlotte's Pig. I guess the little girl's name was Charlotte. I can't remember what the pig's name was. But, people just didn't have pigs for pet, but this girl did. But that was the 49 minute ago update, you guys. But anyway, I'm finna get off here. I've been on here long enough. I appreciate everybody that hanged in here with me. Thank you for rocking with your girl. I will see you guys. We're going to stay on trying to keep information. If you have any information, bring it on. We're either going to claim it or we're going to disclaim it. If we can't find no information on it, then we just have to kick it out. Not saying that it ain't true, but we just want to stick with the facts. And some things we'll find and some things we'll find later. So, don't cuss nobody out, but be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.